Hello everyone, I'm silentdeth, and welcome back to my Let's Play 7 Days to Die series. We are continuing on our nomadic adventure, our quest for power tools, of which we've already found the chainsaw last episode. Today there is something we need to discuss. This whole nomadic adventure thing has taken far longer than anticipated. We're what, 26 kilometers from the center? And I don't know how many episodes it's been on this nomadic adventure, but several. Several days, too. Doesn't look like there's anything this way. However, I do need the power tools. If you look back at my... I haven't searched that. Home Away from Home episode. Just building that little satellite base took 20 game days. At 40 minutes per game day, that is an excessive amount of time. So we do need the power tools because the defenses for our home base are going to be much larger and much more elaborate. And doing those with picks and shovels and axes is just not reasonable. Another thing we need to consider is the next patch is coming up. It's been 5.5, 6 weeks since the last patch. I expect the next patch, if they're going to follow their pattern, to be in the next week or two. And with that, it's going to be a number of changes. I'm not sure quite how many that they've been talking about are going to make it in the patch. But they've mentioned improved pathing. Whoa, crap. Bad dog! Okay. There you are. Oh crap, we're bleeding, we're bleeding, we're bleeding! Band-Aid! Okay, where were we? Crap, where did the safe go? I know you're around here somewhere, safe. Cannot hide from me, there you are. Okay. Just double checking that. And killing a few more guys. Guys, can't you see I'm trying to have a discussion here? Creepy crawly over there. I'm going to kill you just because I don't like your type. People like you. And are we stuck? Okay. We're a little bit stuck there for a moment. Okay, let's go ahead and grab something to eat, and then we'll continue talking. Fatty over there. I've completely lost which direction we were going. North, okay. So right, as I was saying, things upcoming, or that they've mentioned are upcoming in the next patch. Improved pathing, an improved buff system, improved armor system, redoing the way hordes work, so that there'll be kind of zombie scouts and taking account things like your light and noise and all kinds of strange stuff like that. They weren't very explicit on that. And I haven't heard anything about it since they first announced it some time ago. Freaking dogs, man. Everywhere. Freaking dogs. But what they have mentioned about the pathing and all that sounds pretty interesting. It's going to change the way we do some things, I expect. We won't know for sure until we see what actually makes it in the game. Or if it even does make it in the game. Again, not heard anything about it. Also, there were some information about new weapons, new ways to build things like laying concrete, pouring concrete, I should say, instead of just making concrete blocks. But where you have to have rebar and then do it like you would do it pretty much in real life. Rebar and then wooden, like plywood guides to fill up, and then fill that with buckets of concrete. Looked pretty interesting. Need to go south this way. So that's something else that's going to change. But mostly it's going to be the pathing and stuff. I'm not quite sure how well they're going to be pulling that off. There's quite a lot they can do in that area. What I'm getting at is that we're not really going to be able to build our home base until we see what they're going to put in the game. Or at least in the upcoming patch. Because that's going to affect our design quite a lot. And have we been here? I think we have. We'll check just to make sure. Looks that way. Just check this one door here. If it's been opened, yeah. Let's see. Been there. Right, so we have a couple of options for this whole nomadic adventure thing. The first option is we could just simply cheat in the auger, which is what we haven't found yet, and head back to our home base. And start working on that, though there wouldn't be an episode until after the next patch. We're safe. Okay, grab the safe. Nothing there. Another option. I don't particularly like cheating, and pretty much don't do it unless it's like to get around a bug or something. Uh-oh, it's the parking lot curse. Oh no! The parking lot curse! Run for your lives! So very rarely cheat. So that's not really an option I like. Another option is for me to just keep searching off camera until I find the auger. And then head back to my base, which even now it's going to take like several hours to get back home. Eat it. Eat it. Just eat it. Let's head this way first. The kind of combination of the last option, or an extension of the last option, is to head out on my own, but record like interesting things. Instead of just recording every house and everything, record only things that we haven't been to before. If I come across something that we haven't been to before, that is. Such as, I don't know, a military base or something. Instead of just completely ignoring everything. That would give us some episodes, possibly, before we get the patch. Okay, we'll head back this way. We need to eat some more. But we'd really only do things we haven't been to before, as I was saying. Our last goldenrod tea. Tasty. Gotcha. Let's see, what other options is there? If we do find the auger, there's not a whole lot I can do before the patch, but there is some stuff, such as a little bit of terraforming. I could pretty much clear cut all the forest already. We know that's probably going to be necessary. We can always replant them. Really? Another one? Didn't anybody here have any cats or something? Or did the dogs eat them already? Okay, this parking lot, if this is a parking lot, we may not have been to before. No, we've been here. Haven't been to that one, probably. Double parking lot curse. That's scary. We'll just run in and run out. Actually, we might kill that guy over there. The police. He might have some bullets. A bit of a glitch there. It keeps happening. I don't know what's causing that. It doesn't happen anywhere but the cities. So it might be all the buildings. Okay, where is that dog? Where are you, puppy? There he is. And stay dead. Anyway, that's your 3 options. An auger! Well, never mind then. We finished our nomadic quest. Almost completely through the city too. So, what are we going to do for the rest of the time before the patch? I'll be heading back. Of course, that'll probably take, I don't know how long. Ow. Seriously? I mean, seriously, guy? That's just mean. But the farming changes is going to prevent us from building a farm, which is kind of what I was planning to do once we get back to our base. One of the first things, either way. That, or building our actual house that we're going to live in. Since right now we just have that little shack, which is worse off than our home away from home base. Okay, let's head this way. Oh, the dogs, they freak me out so much. Die already! I guess I could have switched to the hunting rifle, but whatever. Whatever. Okay, we were heading home. Back to our loot thing. We've already explored all of that. So we pretty much explored the city, which is quite large. I wonder if we can zoom out enough. Well, not really. To get to the other city? Well, not right here anyway. Let's walk back and maybe we'll take a look at that. I think we're getting near the edge of the spawning area anyway. Or close to it. So yeah, I'm not sure what to do about the next episode. I don't really want there just to not to be an episode until we have something from the developers. A patch or something. Again, I do expect that to be in the next week or two. Just going on the delay between previous patches. Of course, they're adding so much stuff this episode or this patch, it could be longer. Could be quite a lot longer. Let's see how big this is compared to the other city and our entire journey. See how far we've gone. Ooh, that way, that way. Desert, forest, desert, forest, forest. whatever, wastelands, plains, more wastelands, forests, burnt forest, I think that is, more burnt forest, the winter, and then more forest, then more burnt forest, and then more wastelands, then more maple forest, and I think we're getting back near our home, so there's our home. So yeah, this is a much larger city than this one, about twice as large, maybe even bigger. Yeah, let's just do, there we go. Yeah, I would say at least twice as large. Huge city, huge. And we have all this stuff. We have lots of bullets, even more than a stack of bullets of the 9mm, a little bit of the 10mm, 2 SMG parts, and a sniper part, one of which we already had. So, 2/3 of the way on the SMG. 55 coffee beans, 7 tater seeds, a stack of corn, and a stack of blueberries. All that's going to go well. A stack, 18 and 33 cans of fuel. That's really going to come in handy. And a whole bunch of other stuff. But that is probably going to be it for this episode. A little bit short. But I don't think there's any reason for us to continue exploring. I will be ferrying the stuff back. It's going to take 2 trips, I suspect, unless I leave some stuff, which I don't want to do. I mean, I could leave, like, some of the tools. Could leave that. But yeah, I'm just not going to have enough room. Yep, not going to happen. So like if you like. Oh, and if you have any suggestions for what to do between patches, let me know, and maybe we'll come up with something to do. Otherwise, the next episode will be after the 10.0 alpha 10.0 patch. Like if you like, subscribe if you're not, leave a comment if you have anything to say. Thanks for watching, and I will see you next time.